Hey, man. Hey,
Some
there are
people supported
always
this man as well, right? Let's be honest. Hey, some people are still supporting this man.
still, yeah,
Black
in
people.
prison, yeah, in prison.
Or in prison, black people. Some people on Twitter.
No,
Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany was in a brawl, to say the least. And that story is wild. That was a wild story. She ran into a brawl between her boyfriend, her former boyfriend, or one of the workers, and Jedediah Brown. Jedediah Brown, an activist who's been running around in Dalton, and running around and doing crazy stuff. And that's what we're going to discuss today. But Tiffany Henyard is now calling out Dalton trustees and claiming they paid activist Jedediah Brown to attack her and her family. She says this is all part of the corrupt political scheme to bring her down. And let's be there. Let's be real. This isn't the first time there has been Dalton drama around the Dalton leadership. Fair use. Of course, I need to play the audio. Would be handy.
I don't hear it.
But the violence at the town meeting last week has been grossly misreported by pretty much all outlets as far as we can tell.
Sitting at a local board meeting outside of Chicago with the self-proclaimed super mayor Tiffany Henyard at the center.
The story has been about the mayor getting involved in what we'll call a brawl in town hall. But no one, from what I can see, has bothered to look carefully at what happened. The truth has been lost in the spectacle. And to begin with, the man who started the whole problem that night at town hall is certainly not some concerned citizen who's there to speak his mind. That's how he has been portrayed, but that is false. This man's name is Jedediah Brown. And Jedediah Brown is not just some random citizen who has an opinion. This is a person who's created a whole social media campaign for himself by essentially stalking the mayor.
Y'all, today, this is your boy, Jedediah Brown, your own location, reporting to you live at Thornton Township's meeting. I've kind of sort of been out already scouting the spot. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be cutting off my camera. Kamal just arrived here and he won't smoke, so I'm definitely.
RJ.
Yeah,
before I give you the word, so this is where we are, right? Is this another political stunt? Is this a clapback? Is this a hit piece on Jedediah Brown? You have the floor.
It's definitely trying to discredit him, to push the blame on him. I don't think Jedediah Brown, he didn't start it, but he was very, he was the spark. Let me put it, he was the spark.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of things that happened. You had Jedediah, you had the ex-boyfriend of Tiffany, and you had the boyfriend of Tiffany. And when Jedediah finished his soliloquy and called, instead of using a exclamation mark, he called her an itchby. And then with the current boyfriend standing there like, what's up? And with the ex-boyfriend seeing the what's up and said, oh, what's up? The ex-boyfriend was there, also jumped in. I mean, it's a series of events that happened, that took place. And guys, of course, before we proceed, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon as well. But it's, there are a lot of things that happened, and everyone is saying Tiffany is over because what we're not talking about is, or I don't know if we're gonna play more videos, but I want to hear the part where Tiffany said thought it was a good idea to grab a mic and join the brawl. So so they're trying to discredit an activist, and activists are known to get in trouble with the police, to get in trouble with the system. That's what they do, right? That's part of it. But they're trying to discredit him in order to, in an attempt to safeguard Tiffany's reputation, or what's left of it. But yeah, KaiR, go ahead.
Yeah, so last week 2 weeks ago, we already basically chimed in a little bit on this topic, and we broke down who threw the first punch. If you don't guys want to check it out, go up. I think probably the link is down below or up. But it's clear that it wasn't Jedediah who started this. But like you said, it's a chain of events. And one thing we said as well, it's a very bad thing what he did by calling her that name. Because of course, what do you expect her boyfriend to do after you call her that word? He has to defend her, which is kind of a same thing. But hey, you gotta defend what's yours. I mean, it can end up these situations. I'm not gonna say in the streets. This usually ends up with someone stretched out.
Just to be clear, you said you need to defend what's yours, but who are you referring then to? The boyfriend who stood up, or the boyfriend who stood up for Tiffany, his girlfriend, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about his territory.
Jedediah.
Jedediah is not even from Dalton, by the way. So he's just running around.
Well, the ex, I don't know who you're talking about, but are you talking about someone who's standing up for his boyfriend, his girlfriend, or someone that's standing up for democracy?
Someone who's standing up for his her girlfriend, first of all. Someone who's standing up for his job, because he was on the brink of getting fired. Well, he got fired after all, which is
they made it easier.
He made it easier. After that brawl, they fired him without pay. First it was with pay, was suspended with pay. Now he's out without pay. And by the way, she dropped this video, in which we're gonna continue watching. She dropped it on her Facebook, and there are people that are supporting her for this, which is not.
Hey man,
some people supported this man as well, right? Let's be honest. Hey, some people are still supporting this man.
Still, yeah.
Black people
in prison, yeah.
Or in prison, black people. Some people on Twitter.
No.
Didn't you see?
Oh my God.
Mr. West, wake up! Nah, just kidding. But all jokes aside, let's continue. What, RJ, didn't you see the tweets?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, good thing you didn't see them. Mr. West was going crazy again.
I saw some. No. No. Ye was wilding this last week. Ye was wild. He was blazing, man. Every time.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy, but one thing I'll know. One thing I do know, RJ. I think the time where we covered Ye stories is beyond. We're beyond that. This is not.
I think we should try to get we have a Ye expert. We should try to, let's say if we can set up a meeting just to analyze, to get his thoughts, because curious to hear what he has to say about what's going on as well.
Let's see whether we can get that together. But let's continue watching Tiffany Henyard and her lawyer. And by the way, I don't know if that woman in blue is a real journalist. I do know that she is part of a movie set. It seems like a movie set. Good lighting. RJ, let's be honest, the lighting looks good. And the lawyer is doing all the talking. and we don't see her face, so don't think it's she's an extra. Well, wonder how much she got paid. What, $50? Did she get paid? Because we know that Tiffany doesn't pay her bills usually. Okay, let's continue. Fair use. It mutes it again. Yo.
Talking to the mayor when she's with her. Say that.
Good.
Mike, I don't say that lightly. He actually has been stalking the mayor when she's with her family in her private time. He has come to her home.
I'm not coming to you, bitch. You coming to me.
People saying you went to her mama house. You went to her mama house. You didn't expect for her to respond? Absolutely expected for her to respond.
To create a spectacle. And when that happened, the mayor even went so far as to pursue a restraining order against him at the beginning of January. And this is the guy that came into town hall and had this interaction that led to the violence. At the meeting, when we really look at the video, if you take it frame by frame, what hasn't been reported, but what is there, is that this guy, Jedediah Brown, didn't just come into the meeting. The man was armed.
First of all, let's take a talk about the fact that he went to her home with a bullhorn. RJ, before we go to the next part.
I think that's crossing the line. That's
Yeah,
crossing the line.
I think that as well.
You can't be going to people's homes. You can't be you can't be going to at least and I think they said that he went to his mama's house.
I've seen it's later on in this video as well. I think that's foul. I think
Yeah, you
that
can't be doing
there has to be you have to have a limit.
There's even
You shouldn't
decorum.
cross.
There's even decorum in activism, or at least
Yeah,
there should be.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, she's right on this part. The stalking stuff. Even if you disagree with her, you shouldn't be stalking, going to the mama's house.
yeah, it's
That's
stalking.
wild
it's,
stuff. Hey,
it's
by the way, that people get popped for that in Florida.